starting tray 2 of tomatoes. So these are going to be all determinate. And we know they're determinate because they have the red label. Just like the last tray, I'm just poking a small indent in each one of these cells because tomato seeds are only planted 1/8 of an inch down. So I'm just making a little bump, or a little indentation, I should say, to nest the seeds in. I'm curious as to what seed companies you find most reliable. The seed companies that I use are freeheirloomseeds.org. They give a great deal that amounts to about 67 cents per pack of seeds. I also use MI Gardener. Those seeds are very cheap. Most of them are like $2 a pack. And if you catch a sale, it could be as low as, I think I've gotten them as low as like $1.20 a pack. Very cheap. There's only one lonely seed left in here. Last year I grew this variety from freeheirloomseeds.org called Gold Nugget. I did not realize that these are supposed to be like an orange, and I left them on the vine way too long, and they were not all that tasty. So I'm going to try them again this year, knowing that they're supposed to just be orange and not turn to red. Maybe they'll taste better if I harvest them sooner. Another seed company I use a lot of is Seeds and Such. Their seeds are very reasonably priced. One thing about the seeds that I buy from there, they are very unique, unique varieties, and they tend to be hybrids. What I recently learned last year is hybrid vegetables, you cannot reuse those seeds because they're hybrids. Another seed company that I really like is Baker's Creek. You got to keep an eye out for a sale, though, through Baker's Creek because they tend to be a little bit more pricey. All right, so those are all my tomatoes. So I have 72 plus 22, cells of tomatoes. I believe that's all of my tomatoes. It is. All right, so now I'm going to move on to my tomatillos. A little bit about tomatillos that took me a year to discover. The first year I bought tomatillo plants at the garden store, I was very miffed that it did not produce fruit. I was like, what is wrong with this? Well, I did not know at that time that you needed 2 tomatillo plants in order for them to make fruit. So since then, now I always buy 2 or more. Most of the time I end up planting 3 tomatillo plants next to each other, just in case one of them doesn't make it. Then I always just have 2. But just like everything else, I like a variety. So for the tomatillos, we have green tomatillos, tomatillo verde. And then we have purple, a couple different varieties of purple. We have just plain purple, and then we have purple Coben. These are the tiniest seeds ever. For some reason, the smaller the seeds are, the more I want to plant in the cell because I'm afraid that they will not germinate. But most of the time, they always do. And that's how I end up with way too many plants. A new variety of tomatillos that I'm trying this year are the pineapple tomatillos. We'll see how these turn out. And again, these are like the tiniest seeds. Tiniest seeds. Those are all my tomatillos. So you will notice that my tomatillos are labeled with pink labels. This again helps me in the garden to quickly look and see pink is tomatillos. So I know that they need to go up against a cow panel in order to successfully grow, because they are very much like indeterminate tomatoes. They just go crazy.